Okay, guys, we're going to go to Ask Scruff. This one's for Richard. Salute to you, kid. There's a lot in it, and the question's kind of at the end, so we'll just gloss over it and then get to the question. So, appreciate your guidance. Always here, kid. Always here. And you're brand new, and you really enjoy the IG platform. Visually intuitive. It is an excellent platform. It's one of the best web traders there is. So far, nothing beats it. TradingView comes close. I don't use TradingView at all. I find it very clunky. I'm not a big fan of it. So I am probably the wrong person to ask about TradingView. I just genuinely don't like it. So I don't bother with it. Okay. You're going to focus on pound and gold. Yeah, I can go with that. And you're enjoying the majority of your time success. Okay. With that in mind, and BlackBull, using IG charts to have a good look at sentiment, etc., and then use MT5's mobile app. I wouldn't use the mobile app to enter trades. I only ever use the mobile app to close trades when I'm out and about. I don't trade from a phone. I find that it's just not a good idea. Okay. And you've heard before, you use BlackBull for access. It's actually access to leverage, not leverage. And therefore only focus on one or two charts. Doesn't make sense to put funds in IG, etc. Because you're not experienced enough for Bitcoin. Okay. So, first of all, with WebTrader, IG have made it more accessible to people. Because it falls under ESMA rules, the leverage in that trader is very, very small. So you need a decent amount of money in it. It's actually a very expensive broker to trade with, but it's like everything else. You get what you pay for. Personally, I find it's excellent, and therefore I'm willing to pay the cost because the spreads are slightly higher in there, but that's offset because you don't pay commissions either. So I'm not really worried about that. Now, when it comes to BlackBull, one of the reasons why I like it is, one, it's a traditional broker that's fully protected, and if anybody wants to sort of try it, there is links down in the description, etc. It does have the ability, because it's outside of Europe, to have 500 to 1 leverage. But even though it's outside of ESMA rules, it's still fully licensed and protected, because New Zealand and Australia are really strict. So you've got a good license behind it. It does allow you to trade Bitcoin, which is another reason why I use it. I'm not a big fan of crypto, but there's enough in Bitcoin that you can trade it now. There's enough data behind it. And then the other side of it is, most prop firms use an MT5 platform or an MT4 platform to conduct their business. So it makes sense to use a broker that also has an MT platform, so that your eyes are trained to the same thing you're looking at if you go down the prop route. So if you go on the 5%ers and you open up their platform, it's MT5. Well, if you're used to dealing with MT5, then trading with them becomes a breeze. So it's all about synergy across the platforms. My web trader, I do pretty much all my analysis on there, because all I'm looking for is direction. I'm not looking for pin accurate entry points. I just want to know what the direction is and the general sentiment of the market. From there, I'm quite happy. And then from that, I can drop onto MT5, do a quick analysis based on the direction that I'm working on, make certain my levels are in place, and then trade from there. So it's horses for courses. I like BlackBull for the flexibility. Plenty of products. It has the leverage behind it. And when I'm building up small accounts, that's where I go, because I need the leverage to open up the positions, because I like to trade 10, 20p. Doesn't sound a lot, but if I was doing the same thing with sort of a web trader, they're down to sort of 4p, and it takes an eternity to build up your account. So if you're happy with it, put a little bit of money in it and trade it normally, but there's pros and cons on both sides. Hope that helps. Catch you soon.